the third game in the match between Runaway and Flashlucks in the OGN Season 2 tournament. So far, Runaway has actually been completely dominating this team, but we're going to go into, and of course, the losing team picks Temple of Draw because they hate life. I guess it's better than Volskaya in my opinion, because I despise Volskaya, but I don't understand why teams pick this map. Anyway, Flashlucks, we're going to get into them because they're running offense. Widowmaker, I don't actually think that's that good. I psyched you up. It's bad, especially with the team you're running. Sometimes it makes sense, but I get it in this sense. I'm just like pointing out, like Veil has not been impressive, so I don't like this. So they're running a full dive comp with the Widowmaker. So basically, like the Misfits comp. So the idea is these three dive with the Lucio speed boosting in. The reason why Zen is better is because Zen lets people kill people with this when you're going full dive. The Widowmaker sits all the way out here and shoots people, and you can't contest her because you're dealing with this dive. And Anna's just there because OP. So, you know. Meanwhile, Runaway's defense. Nox is on Symmetra, and Haxel is on Torbjorn. Now I love this combo, but this combo gets completely dumpstered by Pharah. Pharah just destroys this combo. And then they're running a Pharah, so like if Flashlights actually played Pharah, it's unlikely that Runaway could actually win. Interesting that they're playing Pharah for the DPS. On defense, I don't like Pharah on defense. Anubis, at least not on first point. Second point is viable. First point, I think it's really bad. Standard, standard, and standard. This feels like they're just trolling at this point because of how much they're winning. Because that's comp is pretty bad. But I mean, they can spam choke pretty hard. Oh boy, nice shot. All right, Vale. Show me some Widowmaker prowess. Oh, Flutter's been playing well, so it's nice to see that he can play something. He's playing well. Wow, okay, they play that well. I'm actually genuinely surprised. They dove and Widowmaker did stuff, and Runaway disrespected them. They got the free kill on the Widowmaker, then he dove, and they had a Widowmaker to reduce sightlines, so that fight was kind of over. That was well played. Nox switches to Hog, Haxel goes Genji, so now they're trying, and Stitch goes Zarya. I like this comp. This is a good comp for Runaway. It's really good for 2CP because you have to kill tanks. Good hook. Fleta has a really good Dragon Blade here. Fleta might die. No, but he has to dash away. Haxel cleans up really good. That Dragon Blade could have been really bad, but I feel like if he was like a foot different, then he would have hit like 4 people with a slash. But I mean, that's just what happens. Why is Nox on Tracer in their spawn? He was just on Roadhog. No, he's like in their spawn as Tracer. I actually like to switch to Tracer because Stitch has really close to Graviton, so they can just Graviton Pulse Bomb to wipe them. It's pretty good. They're close to a Shatter that they can just use Dragon Blade to finish off too, so they have 2 ways to win a fight right now. Meanwhile, Flashlights really doesn't have any way to win a fight other than outbrawling them. Okay, so like Flashlights keeps doing this. They keep like switching from a comp that makes sense into like comps like this. Okay, so let me just go through every single person. All right, standard, standard. All right. What can Hog use his ulti with? Nothing. All right, fair enough. It's Hog. He's kind of broken. All right. What capitalizes on his hook? Not really anything. What's your way in? Following the Winston jump with the bubble. Winston ult on offense on this point is really only good for stalling. I don't really like it. There's nothing on this team other than Genji that you're dealing with. And you have like a Diva and Hog. You shouldn't worry that too much about Genji. Where's your Ryan? Especially on this point to approach the point. Where's your Reinhardt? I'm just going to leave that there because this is a question that I asked too much. Fail. Okay. You were playing Widow and then you switched to Pharah. What does Pharah do? Pharah doesn't deal with Tracer that well. Pharah doesn't deal with Genji that well. Pharah is like, I wouldn't say good, I wouldn't say bad against Zarya, but okay, I would say okay to good. Like not great, but good against that. It's alright against this. It's not that good against this. And Lucio, it's like whatever, because that's needed. But you have nothing to combo Barrage with. Nothing to combo Barrage with. Sound barriers, sound barring things that don't really matter, to be honest. Like you're only sound barring this bitch that can't be healed by the Ana. Sound barrier's good, but you know, who are you nano boosting? You're either nano boosting a Pharah who has to go off, a Winston who can get shut down. I mean, against their team, it's actually really good, but still, like, sleep dart's pretty easy to hit on Winston. There's not really any force to do it super early. And self-destruct has has no CC to kill anything off of. So, like, imagine if you had a Zarya or a Rein, this would actually be potentially a real comp, but it's not. Like, there's no win conditions, and there's no way you can win because you can't team wipe. Wow, 0 kill self-destruct. What a surprise. They literally went from a dive comp that had an identity to a team comp that has no identity and can't team wipe. Oh boy. Good split spawn. Interesting that Haxel's name means massacre in Korean. That's kind of funny.
Ready to go, and he's being a sneaky Zarya right now. There we go, catches him. Can they get through the
Good
Reinhardt?
Graviton. Are they trying to hold ulties? Oh, the pulse bomb comes way too late. That was really bad. Haxel's already dead. No, he didn't pop Dragon Blade. That was really bad. Now you're gonna need to use Earth Shatter to win this. Oh, he comes back and he's Dragon Blade and Earth Shatter. Again, but like on this 2 CP map, on second point, on any 2 CP map, you have to team wipe to win. How does Flashlight's team wipe? They finally switched to a Reinhardt. Hey, look. Oh my God, look, it's a Reinhardt. I don't know what Reinhardt's look. Oh my God, Nox. Oh my God, Nox. Oh my God, Nox. Oh, he missed the stick because he Zarya bombed. Oh. But look, they switched the 2 heroes that they needed. And other side switched to a Reinhardt. I'm blind. But look, hey, like, look, they have CC ults to actually win fights now. Now this makes sense, but you just threw away 3 minutes doing this, and yes, I'm not even paying attention to what's going on in the background because to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Runaway had ult, even though they used most of their ultis, they still have ult advantage over any ults that they had to charge, because they had to charge a Graviton and Earth Shatter from 0 to actually win fights. Look where Haxel's standing with the May wall.
I mean, really, it's just kind of the Runaway show at this point. Haxel on the May, that's one of the heroes he plays. He's been playing a little bit more often. We saw it through motions.
Some creative use of the May wall right there, but hey, look at the way
Like they're really pushed up holding inside of their spawn. Like, that's just pathetic.
They have a huge ultimate advantage. Haxel about to get that blizzard, and in spite of that first
I am not sure. Alright, Runaway has. Look, Runaway has 5 ultis. Both have 6 because Nox is on Tracer. What do you have as Flash Lux? Oh, you finally have your Earth Shatter and Graviton? Guess what? So do we on Runaway. Now we're gonna hold you back here and charge up my ultis. Look at us, we're charging up ultis. So now we can hold you back all the way back here. And now Runaway has even more things to deal with it because they're like, oh, Flashlux, you switched to 2cc ultis. Let me, Hexel, let me pull out the Mei and be like, hey, guess what? You need to kill a Mei, a Zarya, a Reinhardt, and a Lucio, and a Tracer all at the same time. Like, good luck with that. Like, yeah, McCree's in the game, but to be honest, this fail guy hasn't been that impressive. So, I'm not even making it through the door. They have no idea how to play around this Mei. Haxel has been literally styling on them this entire game with this Mei. They have no idea how to play around it. Alright, Flashlux has 5 ultis. The Winston still makes no sense on their team. The rest of their team can somewhat make sense. Again, Veil, I don't know why he's not a Tracer, because that's what he's playing before, and it'd be better with the Graviton. Alright, Graviton went off. Veil isn't even Gravitoning or hiding in the Graviton because Haxel just puts up a wall saying nope to the Graviton. They didn't even make it to point before they died because they wasted 2 ultis. Wow. 10 seconds left. I almost don't even want to pause these games because I feel like it's a waste of time to like pause to explain something that's like clearly already over. I'm gonna skip ahead because I can. Alright. Is that actually what they're gonna run on defense or on offense? Runaway? That's not surprising. Flashlux is running standard with random Winston. Again, random Winston. I don't understand where this Winston comes from. The idea is to stop Haxel's Genji, but like the rest of his team, it's not just a team based around Haxel now. The rest of his team actually do things, so this strat doesn't work. If you want to run the Winston, like just run a defensive dive comp, or don't run this. Doesn't make sense to me. Like, what have they been running? I was like, the Winston doesn't make sense into most of it. But, you know, it could be worse. So I'm just going to assume that this is the actual comp that Runaway is going to run. Because I don't think there's any point in changing it. So standard, standard, standard. Good. I like this. The Mei is really curious, but I feel like this is more of a style pick, and Blizzard's good on second point to just actually win the game, especially with wall and second point, super good. Defense, you're running this because Haxel is in the game, which I guess is whatever. Standard, standard, standard. Standard and standard, literally outside of the Winston, which is a bit of a question mark on where this fits into the comp versus their comp. It's fine. And I mean, they have an outlier too. So, I mean, both teams have one outlier. Other than that, they're pretty standard and they make sense. Oh, okay, this is it's the energy. It's the old energy strat. That's actually kind of cool. That's really cool. They like bait that they're going to that side, then run up there with the wall. That's super interesting. It baits the Lucio away from the point where he should be to knock them all back. That's really cool. It doesn't matter because they got wrecked, because this May literally can't do anything on first point, but it was pretty cool to see.
Usually you would see people walk through that point. I was curious why they didn't use the May wall to get into that room to block line of sight. And instead, they use
Well, they're using rocket jumps, showing that he's a good player. He's one of the few good players. I don't think Flashlights has. Flashlights has some mechanical players. Like I watched a couple of them aim, and they have some mechanical players, but they have no idea how to play the game. There's a Maywall. Yeah, that was really late though. Oh, it was very sloppily played. Also, I don't know, on 76 who had free aim on that the entire time, didn't kill anybody. Alright, they just got mechanically out. Did they even use an ulti on Runaway side? Like, Flashlights used Earth Shatter, but did Runaway even use an ulti? They might have. I think they used an Earth Shatter of their own. So they traded Earth Shatters, and that was it. And they're raking people with Tesla cannon as he walks in. Actually, like the Winston's second point, especially for stalling. Actually makes sense on first point now that I think about it for stalling, but I just think it could have been more useful. Axel, Dragon Blades. They played this pretty well, but I feel like the Blizzard was kind of bad. This is why the Winston's good, because the stall right here. Fail dies instantly on Pharah. Feels bad. Swear, if Diva pops out of Max Arena, they literally haven't gone on this point for like 3 seconds. Good graviton. Not looking for like a greedy 6-man, just use it. Dude, Genji players like Haxel are so impressive to know their whereabouts on the battlefield. It's very, very, very impressive. Alright, and that's game. That's 3-0, and that was pretty pathetic. I'm gonna upload these just for some fun and the fact I need some videos on my YouTube, but honestly, if you're watching these, it's because you're bored. Oh my god, these games were shit. Hey guys, Shmuley Goldstein here. I really appreciate you watching the video all the way to the end. If you could hit that like or subscribe button, I really appreciate it, and until next time, I'll see you.